Hello everyone. January the 28th, the feast of the great St. Thomas Aquinas. Can't go without mentioning his feast day and this great man who really did so much to tie reason and faith together. And that was really broken apart by the so-called Reformation and the so-called Enlightenment, which in many ways was the endarkenment of the human intellect. Because Thomas really wedded, nature and grace, faith and reason together. They cooperated with each other, whereas as I'll say it again, the so-called Reformation really tore them asunder. So it's really important. Thomas Aquinas was as a gift to the human race, and what he did and bequeathed to us in his Summa Theologia and other writings. He was prodigious in his writing. So in the gospel, our Lord talks about a lamp brought into a place, and it's not put under a bushel, but is put on on a lampstand where its light can shine. And there's another parable that our Lord tells, which sort of balances this out to help us realize that he's getting at a point. For example, in another parable, he says, "Don't let your right hand know what your left is doing." In today's gospel, he's saying, "Let your light shine before others." But see, then he says, "So that they may give glory to your Father in heaven." And that's really the reason why our good works should be allowed to shine. Not so that it attracts attention to me, but that it actually ultimately gives glory to the Father in heaven. So, Christianity, Catholicism is not a matter of looking into a corner and just saying, well, it's all about me and Jesus in the wall. In other words, it has no effect on the public square. That's a bunch of nonsense. It's not about going out and making everybody go to church on Sunday, but it is about doing good deeds in the public square and being willing, and we should be free to tell the story in the public square, and that others see our good deeds, not to be showy, not to inflate our ego, not to have others think that we're so holy, but just because love seeks to communicate itself for the good of another. That's the nature of love. That's why Mother Teresa did what she did. For 40, 50 years, she sacrificed herself for the good of other people, and it was seen in the public square, by all the people of India, by all the world, in fact. But Mother never wanted that to be redound to her glory, but to God's glory. Because what good does it do if it's just to us? We become like a swamp, which stinks, rather than a stream, which, is refreshed by, it gives what it has been given. Ultimately, all glory goes to God. And this keeps us fresh, it keeps us dynamic, it keeps us clean, and it frees our ego from the horrible stuff that it can be involved in, and thinking, we're so wonderful and all this nonsense. So today is an opportunity for us to look and see how we can do good. And yes, others may see it, not so that they may see it to think that we're so wonderful, but to be willing to show others at times that we're willing to help them. Sometimes we do good deeds and we want it secret. We don't want to, display it before others, but other times we may need to show others that we're willing to do good for others. So it's all about the purification of the ego, and the disposition of the heart. That's what's really important to keep in mind. But show your good deeds, not so that people may think you or I are so wonderful, but that they may give glory to our Father in heaven. God bless you.